intermittent fasting. So this has been a big topic over the last few years in the fitness world and the nutrition world. A lot of buzz has been on this type of diet, and a lot of people have actually had some really good success with this, and there's even some research to back it up of it being like a really good metabolic booster and a weight loss tool for people that are wanting to drop weight and or body fat. But we talk about athletes on this channel. We talk about sports performance specifically. So I wanted to look into this a little bit deeper and figure out, has this been studied on athletes, and is this going to be beneficial for you guys if this is something that you want to do? Maybe you're somebody that does need to drop a little bit of body fat but don't want to suffer on the court with your performance levels. So we're going to look in that today. We're going to look at a couple studies, and I'm going to give you some guidance to kind of let you figure it out on your own, to basically just see if this is something that you maybe could try or maybe want to do. My name is Seth Thomas, and this is Superior Athletes, helping you guys better your game for your sport. Before we get any farther into this video, if you guys are interested in my bodyweight vertical jump training program, I am now giving it out to you guys for free. So make sure you comment down below, inches anywhere. Make sure you like this video, and also make sure you're subscribed, and I will send that program over to you guys for free. Okay, so I wanted to look more into this intermittent fasting realm. As I was saying earlier, this has actually been proven to be pretty beneficial for some people in the fitness realm and in weight loss specifically. A lot of people have had some really good results with this. I want to throw this out there. I have not actually tried this myself. I will consider that in the future, just for notable documentation and just to kind of see from my own experience if this is something that I may want to start recommending or having some of you guys try out on your own. I'll first start off by saying that those of you that don't know what intermittent fasting is, it's basically just eating in a window of time. You know, say you eat in an 8-hour window, from noon to 8. That's the only time you can consume any calories. The idea behind that is to kind of force your body to burn fat, boosting your metabolism. So what those studies have shown is that it's not all about how many calories you get in. So those studies, they ate the same amount of calories, the same amount of carbs, and the ones, for the most part, the ones that were doing the intermittent fasting, the window of time eating, showed better results whenever it came to weight loss. That's sort of what we're talking about here, is that window of time. Now you can vary these out. You can do the 10-hour one, or you can go extreme and do like the 6-hour, and I've even heard of people doing the 4-hour. Different ratios work for different people. I say all the time, it all comes down to what your body responds best to. Everybody's body's different. Everybody's body responds differently to things. But we're going to look at this article that I kind of stumbled across the other day, and this talks about a few different studies here. It specifically talks about athletes. This article is coming from simplyfaster.com, by the way. I'll make sure to link this up in the description, so if you guys want to check it out more in detail. And I'll kind of just skim over this just so we're not too long on time. What this article is kind of mentioning and talking about is there hasn't been very many wide range studies done on athletes whenever we're talking about intermittent fasting, but Muslims actually do this thing called Ramadan. Ramadan. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. But what this is a religion period in which these Muslims do every single year for a month's time, I believe. How long is it? It doesn't say how long they do it for, actually. So Ramadan is a religious period in which people are unable to consume food or liquid during daylight hours. So from dawn to sunset, they can't consume any food. So meaning the only time they can eat is during the night, obviously, which leaves about an 8-hour window, hence intermittent fasting. So this article kind of throws out there, like, disclaimer, this is not going to be a very well controlled trial, because, this can affect sleep schedule, getting up and eating at that time. It also says you can't have any liquids during daylight hours, so your liquid level is probably going to be low, like your water intake, so that could play a part into it as well. So it's very skewed, but at the same time, it is a little bit of something to go off of. So I'm not going to, this is listing 3 different studies right here. I'm not going to go into those studies in depth in this video, but I'm just going to say what kind of this article is describing on these. So what does the science say about performance during Ramadan? Some studies found that performance declined. In a group of professional soccer players, speed, agility, dribbling speed, and endurance were reduced during Ramadan. Similarly, just 3 days of intermittent fasting during Ramadan significantly reduced speed and power agility. A 2009 review found that a number of studies across different groups of athletes reported various decreases in performance. It seems clear that the altered eating patterns and Ramadan pose a significant problem for athletes. In conclusion, it seemed like from this study, from the Muslim study of Ramadan, it was not beneficial, and in fact, a lot of cases they decline. Again, that could have had something to do with their sleep schedule. They're not getting in enough water intake. So to summarize a lot of what this article is saying, whenever you're athletes, obviously we are just hammering hard. We're going hard all the time. We're really breaking down our muscles. We're burning calories like crazy. So we have to eat a lot. We have to eat a lot. Someone like me, especially someone, being in high school, playing basketball every day, working out once a day, maybe playing ball at that same day. So you're doing 2 workouts a day sometimes. I would probably have to eat 3,500 to about 4,000 calories a day. Now, if that's in an 8-hour window, it's going to obviously be very, very hard, almost impossible. And if I was successful, I would feel very full and probably not very good anyways. You could probably just put that together on your own anyways, but that's kind of what this article is alluding to here with this intermittent fasting for athletes. Now, I do want to throw out there that it's not set in stone. There's a lot we don't know about this, especially in the athletic realm. We just don't know. There's not enough research. So I always encourage people, hey, if you think it might be beneficial for you, if you think it might work best for you too, try it out. Try it out for 30 days. As I said earlier, I might try this out. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want me to try an intermittent fasting for 30 days as an athlete. I think that would be pretty fun to try. I've never tried it myself, and I would like to get a little bit more experience at it. So I kind of feel the same way. Maybe not the same way. I don't feel as strong about this as what I do like being a vegan as an athlete. But it just makes things very, very difficult for whenever you're training. And if it can have an effect on your performance, I don't think it's worth it. It's not worth you detrimenting yourself on your performance. Now, let's say in the off season and you're needing to drop some weight quick, you're training, but you're not training as much, and you're just needing to get leaner. That might be a good time to try this. Don't do this in the middle of your season. Never have a drastic change in the middle of your season. That is a bad idea. It's a recipe for disaster. We do not want that. So don't do that. If you are going to try that, make sure you're in the off season at least. That's kind of when you want to start having trials like this on yourself. So yeah, in the end, in conclusion, I don't think it's going to be that beneficial. Looking at some of these studies and looking at this article, it doesn't make sense for the majority. But like I said, it might work for you. So I encourage you guys to try it out for yourself and then just see how it feels for you. It could very well be that this is what all athletes need to be doing. We don't know. Maybe this is the best way to stay as in peak shape as possible, being able to put on as much mass and as explosiveness enough as well. It's not looking like it from what we can see, but like I said, there's not a lot of research behind this. So I encourage you guys to try it out and let me know what you guys think once you do this intermittent fasting, if this is something that's just going to be interest to you. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, make sure to subscribe and click the bell to get notified for each one of my videos. And I'll see you guys next time.